Hello, Ollie here once again with Free Your Zen. How are we going to free your Zen today? We're going to become grateful. Gratitude, gratefulness. As a society, as a mass group of people, not unlike an ant colony, we have more stuff than ever. We actually exist in the greatest, most comfortable period of time in human history. That is the facts. However, if you turn on the news, if you talk to just some random person in the street, you wouldn't believe this to be the case. You'd think that the world has gone mental. You would think that negativity resides and hides around every corner, and that we exist in a time when a lot of things need to change, and that we ought to be scared and frightened and afraid. But actually, this is not the case. And my experience with gratitude, more specifically with keeping a gratitude journal, literally every night, either before I go to bed is usually when I do this. I don't always do this. I went through a period of really getting on this. I can honestly say that it changed my perceptions, and it changed my life. Like, it genuinely did. Like, before I kept a gratitude journal, I looked upon a world and a circumstance and my circumstances in life as something that needs to change. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to be this because I'm not enough of this, I need to earn this much because I've not got this. Basically, what I'm trying to say is my focus in life at that point was a sense of lack. Like, I didn't have enough and life wasn't enough, so I wanted more stuff. And it's this constant wanting, as the Buddha described, desire is the root of all suffering, or attachment is the root of all suffering. And I was attached to wanting more stuff. And all the while I was completely and utterly oblivious to what was good in my reality, to what was going off. Real happiness as well is in part down to seeing your life for all that it is, rather than everything that you perceive that it isn't. And by keeping a gratitude journal just every night for about 2 weeks, I did this, like, really on it. And now I do it every sort of 2 or 3 nights. 3 things that you're grateful for. You initially start out pretty shit at this because your mind is focused on what it wants rather than what it has. So you start off writing stuff that's obvious, like water. I'm happy to eat stuff, and all the I'm happy for family, and all the cliched things you need to write about, or you think you should write about. And after a while, you start to feel a real sense of gratitude. Like, I became really grateful for coffee. After like the 5th day, I wrote coffee on the 5th day, and it's like a button clicked, and I was like, holy shit! Like, coffee is really amazing. It tastes amazing. It gives you a perk up when you just need it. And then you start thinking about people who make the coffee, and you start thinking more about. I started thinking more about where the coffee came from, and it started making me think, fuck, I'm massively connected to all this. I'm drinking a cup of coffee that's been taken care of by people I don't know. They work hard so I can enjoy this cup of coffee, and all these things, and it leads to really positive emotions, and it leads to real happiness in that. And you start to see your life for all that it is, which is amazing. It's a sudden but powerful change in your perception. In all sorts of spiritual practices like Zen and Taoism and Buddhism and some branches of Hinduism as well. I don't know. Talk about the present moment. Being present is hugely important. But generally, I see gratitude as kind of like a wider version of being present. So most people are in a state of, I want all this stuff, I want loads of things, they're looking out there. But actually, when you start being more grateful and start keeping a gratitude journal, your attention goes, well, hang on, what's going on in my life right now? What's good? And that kind of lays the foundation for more presence. Because then when you start looking at your own life in a sense of, I have all these things and life is actually quite good for me, then you start to actually zone in a little bit more, and then eventually you reach the present moment, which is where true transformation really lies. But for most people, they're so wrapped up in wanting that in order to that I've done this in the past. I've taught mindfulness to people who are really engrossed in wanting stuff. I've tried to teach them to pay attention to their breath and all these things, and a lot of them, not all, a lot of them just didn't want to know because they were so wrapped up in what they wanted. But by keeping a gratitude journal, it brings their focus just a little bit closer to their own life in that as it is at the moment, without wanting anything. And then it lays the foundation for presence, which is helpful. So if you want to be happy, become grateful. Become grateful, because your life is awesome. Your life is great in ways that you're not paying attention to. Your life is the way you see it. We don't see the world for what it is, we see the world for what we are, and what we think, and what we believe. And if you believe your life isn't great, you believe you need something else, and you believe that you are lacking in this and that, then that's what you'll believe, and that's how you'll feel. But if you really want to change that, then keep a gratitude journal. Become grateful for all that you have, rather than resentful for what you don't have. And that was the video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Appreciate that, always. Click subscribe here. Check out a couple of my other videos here. And if you like that video, click like. Show me the appreciation and spread the word. I'm doing this for truly wholesome reasons, as well as a bit of selfishness. You know, this whole process has pretty much changed my life, making YouTube videos and sharing myself authentically with you guys. And I just want everyone to, I know we're all going to make it, and I want us all to make it. And the fact of the matter is, I'm already happy, and my life is already awesome. So I'm not here to get money. I'm not here to further my name or put my name in lights. I just want to build a community, so we're all happy, and so we're all content and at peace. And I hope you are along for the ride as well. Take care of yourself. Thank you very much. Peace and presence. Fare thee well.